What's up, guys? Welcome back. Sergio Ramos, defender extraordinaire, best defender of all time. What do you think? Controversial statement. I read a stat that him and Lionel Messi are the only players in history. I don't know if this is still true, but to score in 16 La Liga seasons in a row. So him and Messi, the only two lads to do it, and he's a defender. So it's pretty wild. Let's try and draw him. Landscape page, pencil, eraser, hip pause. If I go too fast, get you out lightly. Center point here, up, over to the right. Start with his eyes. So we go diagonal, and it kind of curves across down the back, like so. And there, can't. He's small enough eyelashes. They are there, so we'll just add a little bit of them, like so. And then his iris, or not his iris, his bottom eyelid line, very skinny now. He's squinting. Looks like he's squinting, like that. So his iris and pupil, so kind of just go in here. Circle. Imagine the circle keeps going and then comes up around, like so. And then his pupil somewhere in the middle. Do 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 do. Okay, so his eyelid lines, he's very sort of slanted, sort of. It's like he has a scar on one of his eyelid lines or something. So it goes up here, curves around, then goes back down this way, down around his eye, it goes around there. Then it looks like there's another sort of section here, goes under his eyebrow, down that way, and then so bottom eyelashes, sort of dots and dashes just coming around here. And then we have some bags underneath his eyes a little bit, like so. And then the eyebrow, it's just sort of standard sort of eyebrow shape here. It's kind of hairy at the back. At the front as well, we just go. Sometimes he has his eyebrows shaved, but not here. Okay, and then maybe like the side of his head, kind of his temple sort of area, just there. Okay, so his other eye, I want to measure this eye. It fits in between, so your eye width across. So the width of his eye will fit roughly in between both of his tear ducts, and then the next eye sort of starts here. So standard human proportion for the eyes. And then we have a little spike for his tear duct. And then very thin eye in there. Eyelashes like a little bit sticking up. And then his iris, just a circle coming down. Brown eyes. And then the pupil, touching that top eyelid again. Kind of like that. Make them roughly the same size. And then another eyelid line that sort of comes up, seems to go around sort of here, touches the top of his eye a bit, down like so. And he doesn't have that other one like he does here. He definitely must have got like a punch in the eye or something. Like an injury or something like that. And then bottom eyelashes, just dots and sort of dashes just here. Like the bridge of his nose maybe just comes down this way a bit. Same sort of on that side. Maybe he broke his nose or something. And then the eyebrow, sort of again, standard eyebrow shape. Curving across. Down here. And his temple, sort of like the side of his head, sort of there. Bit of a bag underneath his eye. And like the bridge of his nose will be here. So that's his eyes pretty much. Okay, so nose, quite a prominent nose and bridge on his nose, right? So you want to sort of curve around lightly there, and this bit kind of does stick out a little bit, and like hatching is a good way to just like light little lines like so. And then we can see his nostrils, right? So curve line on the side, curve line on the side, and then we want to join these together with a little curve line in the middle. They don't look, it doesn't look like it bumps that much. So kind of like that. And you can darken up the actual nostril holes a bit. So then the skin of his nose, like the sides of the nostrils, curve around. Okay. Like so. And then we could see just on the bridge of his nose some hatching just there like that, just to show it's kind of like curved over. Okay. And then you can see like the bridge of his nose, the side of it kind of coming down there. And again, this side of his nose kind of here. It's like his nose is crooked. Is it just me? Bet you it's been broken, but it will go sort of that way. darkening up his eyelash line a bit there. Right, so his mouth, he does have pretty big lips and a beard. So mouth just sort of curving around here, right? Downturned, kind of. It kind of like curves up in the corners, his mouth. And then his top lip's real big, right? Like little dimples in the corner there. And then his top lip, he does a big top lip. So it goes like this. And then it kind of dips in the middle. Really defined sort of lips. Down. Like that. And then the bottom lip. Like so. It's a very sort of defined mouth now. Particular shape to his mouth, actually. It's interesting. Right, and his chin is like normally like your eyes to your nose is about the same as your nose to your chin, but because he has like a beard, like it's way down here, so he's got like so a lot of like hair down here and a longer beard. Okay, so all this section will be like full beard, and he has a mustache and everything coming out from his nose, right? It's like the nostril area. Right, and it's on all the way along his lips and everything. Around the chin. And there's like lots of texture and stuff on all this now. Okay, and this beard comes up the side of his face. It's sort of hairy. And it gets shaved at like a certain point where it connects to his ear. So it's like gets a bit thinner here. And then comes in onto his cheekbone, which sticks out a little bit. And so his cheekbone will be here. And then there is hair joining the beard. So cheekbone again, kind of sticks out a little bit and then gets hairy. The beard sort of follows his cheekbone line. And then all your textures and stuff. Or as much texture as you want, really. That's his cheekbones there, and then his face sort of going that way. Alright, he's got like high cheekbones as well. Sort of there, just these little lines can help. Now, so his cheekbone comes around in for kind of his head, right? Joins his skull. And then you have his ears just here, kind of low down, because his head is kind of tilted back a little bit. They join like his shaved head, his sideburns kind of. So this line goes in and joins his hairline, and then he's got like some more skin or something here. Ears there. Same thing on this side. I think the same level, sort of like in line with his eyes. Right, and then ear lines inside, so the easiest way is always, well, to get you started is always this kind of letter J sort of situation, right? And then you can add more inside as you feel it needs it. Okay, so his hair is kind of shaved on the side, and then he has longer hair on top, kind of slicked back, right? And in general, your brow is the same size as your nose, right? So nose there, so the tip of the nose to the eyebrows gives you sort of the forehead height. And then you can do this sort of little V. It's not like banging them in, it's kind of left of center on his hair. And then his hairline just zigzags this way. Okay. And then eventually, so we got like the shaved bit, just the shaved little side there. And then this longer hair is kind of like slicked back around the back of the shaved head. Right, so we got like all this sort of shaved, kind of smooth shaved hair all here. Okay, and then we go sort of, before I do all that detail, I'll just go the same way on this side. Again, sort of slick back, and then we have like his sort of shaved sideburn area, like the side of his head there, and then the side of his head comes up here, and then again we meet a lot of this sort of slicked hair, sort of greased back, right? This is all shaved. And then like his brow, so we got like heavy sort of frown sort of here. From heading the football, obviously. Okay. And then, so you basically start doing all this bumpy stuff coming around his head, right? And it all just like change, you know, it changes direction going this way then, down around the back of his head. It's very sort of smooth. Now, I've seen it looser as well. I've seen him wear it sort of, the only thing I can say is like dry or messy, sort of fluffier looking, I guess. So you could do it that way if you wanted, but this is the way it is in the picture I'm drawn from, so I'll just copy that. Okay, so he has quite a strong looking neck, right? So it's quite wide. Down that way, okay? Very distinctive for a footballer. Well, I remember drawing Ibrahimovic. He had a real like strong looking neck as well, but he does like taekwondo and stuff like that. So. But that's Ramos's neck. Right, and we're going to give him the Sevilla red and white, okay? So we go a V into there. And then we'll go neck muscle and Adam's apple. Of course, there's tattoos in here, and I'll do them as best I can. The sort of alpha, omega, and with Christ's cross there is it's a cool tattoo, actually. I really like it. But we'll do the shoulders first, right? So your shoulders, generally on a male, are about head width, okay? So like curving down here. So like the width of his face, not the ears. The face would roughly bring you out to where it's like his collarbone, where his collarbone joins the shoulder, and then it comes down. And then we do the same thing over here. Kind of bumps a little bit on this one. It goes down there, right? So then you have the jersey that way. Big shoulders on him too. And then this sort of thing sits on his neck on this side for some reason. We'll draw it as it is. Not on this. Well, yeah, a little bit. So it kind of sits up off his neck. And then we have the red. And the red V in the middle here. Collar. There's just white stripes in there, so I won't draw them because they are white. Little line seam just there. And we got the crest, right? So, well, the sponsor's crest on this side. It's like birds' wings. Okay. Simply, I won't do the lettering because they don't sponsor me, so that's all you're getting. And then the crest for Sevilla. So we'll do the simple. It's like a shield. There. And then there's like a football or a circle. And then like a book. Looks like a book to me anyway. Probably isn't a book. But and then S, what looks like a C, and what looks like an I, and there's more stuff in here, but and red and white stripes, but that's like a lot of detail on that. I can't even see it. So then his tats, right? So we'll go with Jesus first, always down this way, and it kind of curves around his neck, right? We might have to thicken this up a little bit. Okay, and then alpha, I guess, in the back, and then omega on top. So kind of all joins. It's interesting. Greek symbols with Christian symbols mixed together. And then the O joins. What a place to put a tattoo as well. And then there's more tattoos here. I can't really make these out. I think they're like cherubs and everything, but there's little 1, 2, 3, 4, like a tattoo like that. And then like I'll just do like sort of the shapes as I see them kind of, but I won't be able to like draw the details, unfortunately. It's like it's holding a candle or something there. It all sort of goes around his neck. I think they're cherubs or something like that. So forgive me now for not doing too much detail in these tattoos, but they're like, they're whole other drawings, you know. But when you look at it, you'll get the idea, especially when they're sort of colored a little bit. Okay. But there he is, the man himself. Sergio Ramos. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.